Hello and welcome. My name is Ali Goff. I'm the owner and founder of Goff Legal, and this is a video designed to help you with what to do with your estate plan after divorce. Maybe during divorce, maybe a little bit of both. Like I said, my name is Ali. We do estate planning here in California for clients throughout California. So here's what you need to know about divorce and estate planning. One, if you have filed for divorce, you cannot just go and arbitrarily make changes to a joint trust or estate plan or make changes to a bunch of your things. I am not a family law attorney. Please contact your family law attorney if you have questions about updating your documents or changing beneficiaries when you're filed for divorce. Incredibly important. The restraining order's in effect. And you need to know that and you need to not mess that up. So get advice on how to not mess that up. But from an estate planning perspective, there are still things we can do, usually in connection with your family law attorney, to get part of your estate plan done now. Part of it needs to wait till the divorce is finalized or there's an agreement in writing regarding some of these assets. But let's say for today's video sake, you are divorced. You are done. Stamped, signed, sealed, delivered, all the things. You are not married. Hopefully, all of your assets are in your name and all your beneficiaries have been updated. But if they're not, that is the number one thing you need to do. Make sure that all of your accounts are in your name, all the real estate is in your name, and all of the beneficiaries have been updated. Fun fact, not so fun fact. Fun fact. If your ex-spouse is a beneficiary on your account, you get divorced, you don't change it, and then you die, they get that account. I don't care if you were divorced. Doesn't matter. That's a contract. It's happened before. That's why I know that, because we've done research on this and we've dealt with clients who are in this horrible situation. Most people don't want to leave their money to their spouse that they just spent a lot of time and effort from divorcing. Even if you had an amicable divorce, you still probably don't want to leave your money to the person that you are no longer romantically, legally connected with. So that's the first thing. Have your accounts updated again after your divorce. Don't change anything in the middle. I already gave you that warning. After, make sure that all those things are updated. The next thing is, especially if you have young children, get an estate plan. Make sure that if something happens to you, that the money you leave to your kids is held in trust by probably someone not their ex-spouse or their parent. Here's the scenario. Married couple, two young kids, they get divorced, they split their assets 50-50, just because this is easy math. So one house goes here, one person gets house, one person gets cash, everything's signed, sealed, done. Wife dies. Now they're not married, but wife dies and has no planning. Now, good news is, because she has no spouse, her money's going to go to her two kids. Bad news. The next person who is oftentimes nominated as the guardian of the estate of the minor child is, you guessed it, their parent, which means all the time and effort that that wife spent divorcing and separating and severing those assets are now back in the spouse's hands. Husband, wife, doesn't really matter. The spouse's hands to control, again, for the benefit of the minor. There's two problems with this. One, you probably didn't want your spouse in charge of that money. And two, it's court supervised, which means it's expensive and has lawyers. So if you are divorced, it is imperative that you get your estate plan done. One, to protect your assets for where they go, but also protect these other people in your life to make sure that they have clear instructions, the money's getting to the right people, and we're not involving a boatload of lawyers if we can avoid it. Because what do lawyers cost? A lot of money. We solve great problems. We do a really good job for our community, but most of us would prefer not to have to do that job. We'd like to do the planning, not the cleanup. So if you can let us get to your plan and help you prepare for it, we don't have to do the cleanup later, and your family doesn't have to deal with the cleanup either. So if you've just gotten a divorce or are sort of near that process, contact our office, info@Goff Legal. We can get you an appointment and talk to you about your options.